pleasant day to all my subscribers, my viewers, the obedient family, active citizens, and Nigerians. Thank you for joining me once again. Now, Peter Obi, let me start with that, was actually massively celebrated in Germany. He had a very warm welcome. The people really do love him. And this is genuinely, they love him from in fact, they wholeheartedly, they do love him. And I'm going to be showing you snippets of what happened in Germany. Just welcome and everything that you are going to see. He's in Germany actually. He went for a function. And I believe that today we'll get a full video of what really went down there. But I'm just going to be throwing that snippet. But let's dive into what we want to talk about. I told you, okay, I made a video recently where I told you that Tinubu through Umahi went to the southeast and they are begging the Igbos that please give Bola Ahmed Tinubu another chance. First of all, it is unbelievable that a man that has failed woefully is not paying attention to governance. He is paying more attention to how to return to campaigns than even governance in 2025. And we have 2 years, but let us just to keep that aside. Umahi came to speak to the people of the southeast that Tinubu deserves another 4 years because he has done well for the people of the southeast. And the people of the southeast now decided to give him a reply. The reply was not nice. It wasn't. They give him small. Tell him to shut up. I'm going to be showing you that. But before I do that, when I tell you that they are planning on making sure that the opposition does not work, that this country becomes a one-party state, you think it's a joke. I'm going to be showing you what Tinubu said in a function, clearly. And this, validates the point we have been making over time. And with that, you will get to understand that these guys, the plan they have towards 2027, if the people don't join their hands together and say enough is enough, it will be a clear road to victory. They don't go even struggle. They don't go struggle at all. Let me allow you watch this video, and then when I come back, we'll continue.
Of Nigerians. Equally, before I skip, I just need to tell those ones saying one-party system is no good. It's one party ruling and driving the aspiration of Nigerians. Where do they start? You don't blame a people bailing out of a sinking ship when they have no life jacket. I'm glad of what we have, and I'm expecting more to come. That is the game. We are in a constitutional democracy. Don't forget the freedom of movement and the freedom of association is not criminally punishable. Welcome to the progressives. Sweep them clean.
Now you've seen it right. That is the plan. But do I blame Bola Ahmed Tinubu and the APC? Absolutely not. I don't. And I can tell you categorically that Nigerian politicians, 90% or 99% of them are transactional. It's transactional politics, whether they are in the opposition, whether they are in the ruling party. So at the end of the day, all these people that are actually there and calling themselves opposition, they no get the opposition for mine. In fact, most of them don't even understand what the opposition mean. They say, the country is not opposition friendly. It is because 90% of the politicians that are supposed to stand in and reject the offers of these people and behave like opposition political leaders and political members have already gone to go and collect. So the few that are actually standing, there are a lot of people that are fighting against them. Peter Obi comes out and say, oh, it is not, once you start talking against the government, they'll start hunting you. It's because it's just a few that is talking. Collectively, you guys have lost. That's the truth. If an Abure can be infiltrated, with finances, and he's creating chaos, and Apapa, members of the Labour Party, members of the PDP, you can see how some of them are jumping. Governors are leaving where they're supposed to be and jumping into the ruling party instead of standing strong and fighting against the ills that this government is actually, throwing at the people. They are instead, ambition is what is driving them. Transactional politics. Let us go to where our distant terrain will be secure so that we can keep eating and stealing. Now that is even giving us more allocation in the states, we need to remain here. So let us find our way into this party. And that is why you see a governor threatening his commissioners that if I defect to APC and you guys are not following, anybody that is not ready to follow me should resign. That is why. That is why. So are you blaming Tinubu and his team of APC? No. It is because the politicians in those opposition party are they are the same thing with Tinubu and his team. They are not in opposition because they want to actually stand in, create a legacy, do the needful. They are in opposition because, this platform that time was booming. Let me just stay here. The moment this platform is sinking, and then there is a platform where I can actually regain strength, I will dive into that place. That is what is happening. So there is no way I'm blaming the APC. But they forget that it's the people against them. I'm going to show you two videos. First of all, Okowa actually went to go and convince women to tell them that they should come and vote for Tinubu, and they disgraced him. And then the reply of the Igbos. And when I come back, we'll wrap this up. Now, this is from Vanguard newspaper, 2027, Umahi incapable of delivering Southeast to you. Ebonyi indigents tell Tinubu. These are the headlines. Now, let's get into the details and find out what's actually going on. Now it reads, the Association of Ebonyi Indigenes Sociocultural in the Diaspora has asked President Bola Tinubu to discountenance claim by his Minister of Works, Engineer Dave Nweze Umahi, that he will deliver the Southeast for the ruling All Progressive Congress in the next general election. Noting that the former Ebonyi governor lacks the capacity to accomplish such a huge task, the Ebonyi indigenes also expressed dismay over what they describe as Umahi's downright denial of marginalization of the Southeast geopolitical zone. Umahi had, in an interview for an upcoming State House documentary marking Tinubu's second anniversary, boasted that all the Southeast governors are supporting President Tinubu for a second term, regardless of their current political affiliations. However, in a statement issued Thursday in Abuja, President of the association, Ambassador Pascal Oluchukwu, regretted that Nnamdi Kanu is still being tried by the Tinubu's-led government despite genuine calls that he should be granted a state pardon. People of the region are yet to see any vehement commitment from leaderships or leaders like Umahi to use their influence to persuade the Tinubu's administration to fix the real issues affecting our people. A good case in point is the aloofness of leaders like Umahi and indeed the Southeast governors in addressing the challenges faced by JAM candidates in the entire region, which all seem to every reasonable mind to be targeted at the people of the region. Ordinarily, if Umahi had the interest of the Southeast at heart, he should have been addressing this growing concern on behalf of Igbo, he added. The group said, despite Umahi's claim, the Southeast is still plagued by critical infrastructural challenges, including deplorable road networks. We are aware that as a man insipidly desperate to impress his paymaster, Umahi is only interested in recouping gains and loot to be shared between him and his paymaster, and not sincerely interested in actualizing the many bogus projects the administration has embarked upon, such as the Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway, among others. To further drive home our point on the high level of deceit ongoing in the guise of ambitious projects by the Tinubu's-led administration using Umahi as a conduit executioner, no existing road infrastructure in the Southeast region has been completed in nearly 2 years. From Enugu to Port Harcourt, Enugu Onitsha, Enugu Owerri, Enugu to Abakaliki or Afibo to Okigwe Highway, it is visible to even the blind that works have been ongoing on some of the road awarded for nearly 2 years, leaving road users with struggles to use only a section of these roads. Reacting to Umahi's claim that all the Southeast governors were working for President Tinubu, the leadership of AEISCID said, "We wish to hint the Tinubu's administration of the very fact that the same egoistical Umahi has no political relevance to command, influence, or commandeer leaders of the Southeast region on a political path to toe come 2027. The last we recall on his electoral outing was his colossal loss of the Ebonyi South Senatorial Zone in 2023, where even as a sitting governor, he couldn't control a mega 5 local government area in his Ebonyi South Senatorial District. Of course, we know how he allegedly used the influence of security agents and INEC top brass to be declared the winner of the senatorial election he has manifestedly lost before midday. Now you can actually see what is actually happening. The Southeast are saying nobody is coming to speak for us. We will decide on our own. And I've said this times without number that nobody has, the right to actually tell the people to go and for who to vote. The people are the ones that will decide. So all this jumping here, jumping there, at the end of the day, it's just rubbish. The only thing is that if we can fix the institution, that is all. They will lose everything. That's just the truth. Let's get back to the video. Now you've seen it, right? The funny thing is that these guys don't understand that the people are the ones that hold the key. It's just that the people are still redundant. If we pay attention to what really matters, these guys will not go anywhere. I'm telling you this factually. Forget about all the shenanigans. Forget about all the people diving and entering the ruling party. No problem. Go to the ruling party. They don't understand that these governors don't have control over the people again. 2023 election was supposed to be an eye-opener. They want to do the antics of Wike. They want to run the pattern of Wike so that any which way, go there and go and stamp your foot on the ground and make sure. And that is why they are bringing new steps in INEC that we don't understand, because the plan is not for them to do the pattern of they used the last time. They want to totally rig the thing down in the office, and they know that the governors are the ones that can only enter, so they will go and manipulate it there. And that is why you see I am still of the opinion that Nigerians rally around Randy Peters. All of us come together and agree, because the major thing we need is an electoral reform. If without it, we are wasting time. That is the first item on the scale of preference. If we must actually bring about a change in new Nigeria, we must be able to get free and fair and credible elections. If that one not available, any other thing we they do na rubbish, because the institution that brought in a Bola Ahmed Tinubu will bring in somebody worse than him tomorrow. It all depends on if the person is actually willing to pay the piper. So he can dictate whatever tune he wants to dictate. They have done their job. Whatever you want to do, you do. And you can see how the ruling party, the movement of the ruling party, it clearly shows that these guys are deliberate. making sure that they capture everywhere before 2027. So it is them against us. The question is, are we ready? Because the point is, we must actually come together and tell ourselves that, okay, there is nobody that is coming to rescue us. The people are resolved. They know that they have lost the people. So what they are depending on is to look for the leaders of those people and try to cajole them into forcing the people and try to cajole them into rigging in their states, and then depend on the, commission that is responsible for these elections. Because automatically he is the one that has the right to hire and fire the person that is going to be the head of that commission, which is absolutely wrong. So he will just look for a way to remove anybody. If Mahmoud is not ready to play ball, he will remove him and look for another person and put there. And October, I believe, Mahmoud is going. So definitely, they will look for a rigorously dangerous, criminal-minded human being and throw him there. And say, just go there. Your job is to make sure that we win the next election. No matter the way. And that is it. The people are not willing to actually vote for the APC. But we must go beyond just saying, we are not going to vote for them. We are not going to vote because we are in a country where your vote don't count. So if you must make it count, you must go beyond just that mindset of, okay, let me just go and thumbprint for somebody else. We must start attacking the institutions that are responsible. And I can tell you that these guys that are there will not just give you power, or they will not want to change they will not want to reform the electoral whatever. They will try as much as possible to keep it the way it is because it favors them. That is the only way they can remain in position. Most of them know that if it comes to free and fair election, they will never be there. So you are telling somebody that rigging is what helped him to come to power, to stop rigging. It's not possible. And that is why we need to deliberately start demanding for it. Shut down the National Assembly. Ask questions. Look for a way out. Because it's the people against them. That is the only rescue pattern. Apart from that, we will remain in the shackles of this wickedness. After 2 more years, 4 years. And then after that, they will bring another dogged woman being to take over. Let me drop this here, guys. Please drop your comments in the comment section. Really love to hear from you. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't. Turn on the notification bell so that whenever I drop a video, you'll be the first to be notified. Thank you for watching this video. Have a blessed remaining part of your day. I'll see you next time.